Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. All of the holiday cheer hopefully is all coming to each and every one of you guys. In the meantime, we do have some more secrets about the 2024 Corvette Eray that have come to light. And I thought, what better way to celebrate Christmas and the holidays than to give a new gift of more Corvette Eray information. So guys, let's jump right into it. All right, guys, so we have talked a lot about the Corvette Eray in the past, but just recently there was a leak that GM either did on purpose or maybe it was by accident. Who knows at this point? Either way, we got some information about the car that has made its way up to the internet and onto a visualizer style page. So the visualizer shows the building process of the car, what options will be available, and ultimately what the car will look like at the end once you put in all of your options and your build preferences. We've talked about that already though, guys, because the visualizer was up for a quick minute and then pulled right back down from GM. But while it was up, there was a lot of information to dive through, and we have gone through a good bit of it, but there's still more. Over at the CorvetteBlogger.com, they were able to dive even deeper into the Eray secrets than we dove last time. So let's go into all of their findings and let's talk about what it is that's going to make this car special. So, very first thing, guys, we obviously covered a lot of information on this car already. It was a few weeks ago that the reveal of the 2024 Corvette Eray shocked many Corvette enthusiasts as it finally put into focus many details of the upcoming hybrid model. Now, the very first thing that we were given that we didn't know for sure was actually the name. So we had been speculating that this car was going to be called an Eray for as long as I can remember, but GM never actually used that name at all when talking about this car. So until we actually got this leak or the purposely leaked information from GM, we had never actually seen that Eray name. Now we know for sure, 100%, this car is going to be called an Eray. The Eray visualizer leak confirmed three major details about the car. First, like I said, is the Eray name, which was trademarked all the way back in 2015 and then renewed recently in 2020. Again, showing that they would use that name eventually, or maybe they would. Either way, it doesn't matter. The trademarks do not guarantee that anything will ever actually be used. It's just GM's way of holding on to that name in case they ever want to use it. The second piece of information that was confirmed via this visualizer leak was the model year being a 2024. The fine print of the visualizer stating that the car would be available in the summer of 2023 pretty much told us that the car was going to be released as a 24 model, but it was also going to be available a lot sooner than we thought. Then the third confirmation was that the Corvette Eray would be a wide body model with an LT2 V8 engine. So again, confirming something that we've talked about in the past, that the Eray would in fact be a wide body model, just like the new Corvette Z06, but it would still use the base C8 Corvette Stingray V8 engine in conjunction with a hybrid electric assist motor on the front wheels. So those are three 100% confirmations from the visualizer leak that were able to be deduced relatively quickly from the information provided on that leak. Now, there were several unexpected reveals offered as well. Nowhere on the car could we find a charging port for the hybrid system, which seems to confirm the rumors that the Eray is a performance hybrid whose batteries will be charged when the car is being driven. So we've talked about this in the previous Monday Night Live video that this Eray is very unlikely to be a PHEV car. It is not going to be a car that you can plug in. The regen on demand button gives the user some control over that system, but how it will be utilized isn't exactly known. All we do know from this point is that it appears that there is no plug for the car. So all of the power will be regenerated while the car is being driven. There will be no option to plug it in. We were also surprised to learn that the 2024 Corvette Eray will have its own performance package when the ZER box is checked. So just like the Z07 package or the ZTK package on the ZR1, the Eray is going to get its own performance package called the ZER. The visualizer leak shows the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires as part of the upgrade, as well as the underbody strakes, which increase aero efficiency. The ZER box will also have to be checked to equip the car with carbon fiber wheels. It also seems that the ZER package will probably include carbon ceramic brakes. So again, very similar to the Z07 package with the new Z06 coming. There wasn't any kind of high wing aero accessories on the car that we could find, but the mid-engine Corvette forum member who also captured some of the screenshots said that he saw a Z07 high wing just before the Eray visualizer was taken down. So it does look like a lot of the parts from the Z06 will be shared, at least the visual parts, and some of the aero pieces with the Eray as well. And honestly, that's kind of to be assumed at this point because the body of the car is the Z06 wide body. A lot of the parts are going to be shared back and forth. With the new model will come new Eray specific animations on the infotainment screen. So just like with the Z06, we got a new animation on the entertainment screen when starting the car up versus the base Stingray. Odds are very good the same thing is coming here, and I've heard a couple rumors from a couple different places suggesting that that is in fact going to be the case. There is also some rumors out there suggesting that there will be an E all-wheel drive light that is illuminated on the driver information center to let you know whenever you are in that full all-wheel drive performance mode. The infotainment screen will also share data about the E all-wheel drive system that includes the system charge level, gained boost, and even calculated fuel savings. The article over at thecorvetteblogger.com goes on to say that we are also hoping for a stealth driving mode option, which allows the car to be driven at low speeds under battery power alone. This is something I've talked about previously on the channel, guys, because I do believe that that is going to be the case. Just like with the BMW i8, you had the option to drive under electric power only, but it was only going to happen under a certain speed, and if you're on a flat surface and basically whenever the stars all aligned, you could drive that car under full electric power if you chose to do so. Now, like I said previously, guys, this is a performance hybrid, meaning it is not going to necessarily put you into any kind of full electric mode by itself. This is something you would have to opt to do. The battery hybrid system may include 1 or 2 front electric drive units, and the package is expected to push performance to around 600 horsepower. And torque should increase substantially over its 460 pound-feet from the stock LT2. Again, performance, guys. GM is literally adding that front motor to give the car all-wheel drive and a performance bump. So we are going to see an all-wheel drive car be able to launch at an even faster speed to 60 than the C8 Z06. The CorvetteBlogger.com article goes on to say after that finally, with availability listed as summer 2023, we expect the reveal to happen early next year. Our hope is that Chevy can make this the shortest period ever between a reveal and the start of production so that customers aren't left hanging for so long. We think it's a no-brainer that the cost of the car will come in far less than the Z06, and we're planting our flag at $85,000. And that's mostly because of the shared chassis / wide body / LT2 engine, so there's not a whole lot of new development coming in for this particular car. Now, guys, again, that is something we have talked a lot about on this channel. I put myself right around that same amount. I'm thinking 80 to 90,000 starting point for the Eray, just because it is, in fact, using a lot of the parts that are already available. There's not a lot that has been designed specifically for this car. The wide body's from the Z06. The LT2 engine is obviously from the C8 Corvette Stingray. The only thing that would possibly have to be designed specifically for this car would be that front hybrid motor, but even that could be shared with something else if it's a direct bolt-on. With that said, guys, this is probably going to be one of the best bangs for your buck as far as performance is concerned, because it is going to come in cheaper than the Z06, which obviously started at a much higher price point than pretty much any of us assumed. So this might be the car for a lot of you guys out there. But guys, let me know what you think of the information down in the comment section below. I am very curious how many of you are going to grab one of these cars, and if you're going to forego a Z06 to get this instead. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. So if you liked what you saw, please smash that thumbs up button. Let me know you're liking the content so we can keep doing this stuff for you. I love bringing you the news as soon as I possibly can. And in this case, it is awesome to hear some news on the Eray, especially if you're waiting for it over the Z06. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd really appreciate it if you did. It really helps out, and I would love to see you guys all coming back for every future video. One last time, I want to give all of you guys a big Merry Christmas, a big Happy Holidays, a big Happy New Year. Hopefully, we all get to see you guys very soon, but if not, like I said, Happy Holidays, and I will catch you guys in the next upload.